My name is Marilyn Margold. I'm the Director of Living Collections at the South Florida Museum. Well, Snooty's story is especially interesting in that he was born in an aquarium back in a time when captive manatees were still fairly rare. And that aquarium was an old Danish warship that capsized in the Miami harbor, so he was actually born inside a boat that was turned into a public aquarium on July 21st in 1948. So that makes him the oldest captive manatee and possibly the oldest manatee living. Well, because he's non-releasable, he was born prior to the Marine Mammal Protection Act, so that classifies him along with only 3 other manatees in the state as truly non-releasable manatees at this point. And what that's done is allowed us to train him and work with him in a way that's very different than the way in which we work with the rehab animals. We can hand feed him, we can train him, and that allows people to see that manatees have personalities and that they are intelligent and they're not just, large animals floating through the water. And he does interact, he likes to socialize with the young manatees, but there's a generation gap. You're talking about 3 versus 63, so Grandpa likes to go take a nap in between his playing, so that's the other thing. After we increased his habitat, we became part of the Manatee Rehabilitation and Release Partnership. There are 3 manatee hospitals in the state of Florida. We're a second stage facility, so when manatees have made it through that first stage, but yet they're not ready to be released either because they're too small or they're inexperienced, they come and visit us. And so that gives Snooty the opportunity to interact with some other manatees, and it gives the manatees an opportunity to have a companion. We always do a birthday party for Snooty because we figure every year he's around is that much better for us. This year he happens to be 65, and we've invited more of our community people that we work with on a regular basis, and so we're hoping that it'll be a larger event than what we normally have on his birthday, even though his normal birthday can be 4,000 to 5,000 people. I love the fact that you can go underwater and watch them, but we really promote the watching and the photographing and not interacting with them. I think that's important. And certainly with manatees, we discourage people from, touching them at all, watering or feeding them even, so that they can become self-reliant. We have more and more people out in the water that, can afford to go boating and to do boating that maybe aren't aware of the laws or don't even recognize when there's a manatee in the water. So just the interaction between human beings and manatees is a tricky thing.